what's going on here?
Hey all. At the time of recording and editing this video, we were experiencing power outages and constant drone and missile attacks, making it practically impossible to work. So I apologize in advance for the short video. Now let's talk about Limbo. He's a unique guy, a nod to Baron Samedi. The tallest of Warframes, the first one with a detachable body part, and the only one whose abilities are linked to the rift, the space between our dimension and the void. He can freely move into and out of it, regenerating energy while inside. He can also banish enemies to the opposite space, dealing damage with each shift. Limbo can freeze enemies and even their bullets if they're in the rift. He can create a fog within the rift, enveloping enemies. If a fog-covered enemy dies, the fog spreads to other enemies outside the rift. And if a fog-covered enemy exits the rift, it triggers a banishment around them. And of course, he can deploy the famous cataclysm. Inside, everything is in the rift, and the dome gradually contracts, dealing damage to enemies with each crossing of its borders, allowing both crowd control and damage dealing while protecting capsules or drills. But the real fun begins when you want to be immortal and deal damage at the same time. Enemies can't damage targets in the rift, and vice versa. Only abilities can deal damage. So, we'll equip Limbo with as many shards as possible for increased strength and change his first ability to aquablades. The aura will help us run through enemy crowds faster, dealing damage to more enemies. We'll increase the duration so that aquablades work longer. Since we'll have to leave the rift anyway to collect loot and oxygen, we'll set up rolling guard. We'll increase the strength of our abilities. Since we'll be using abilities frequently, we'll increase our energy reserve. And we'll install an augment mod for aquablades. Since we won't always be able to remove status effects with rolling guard, we'll set up arcane blessing. Now we'll have enough health to survive poorly timed status effects. And molt augmented will give even more strength. For special cases, we'll bring Cedo with us. When leaving the rift, we'll use the alternative attack, applying a bunch of status effects to everyone and immediately returning to the rift. My favorite panzer vulpaphyla will assist me. And this time, the focus school will be Madurai. Don't forget that the augment mod allows you to launch a single blade at enemies in front of you upon reactivating the ability, and its damage depends on the damage dealt by aquablades up to that point. Well, enough talking, let's get to it. As always, I was glad to try for you. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. Give your likes, write your wishes or comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Videos are released every week. If you want to help the author and the channel, I will leave the link in the description below. See you soon.